What is up guys, Wraec here with a new video, and it's time for Perseus, and I wanna really upgrade him. Honestly, if we can, I wanna go P4 on this guy. I've prepared a ton of Dragon Crystals actually, that's actually quite insane. We have 18,000 Dragon Crystals right now, and that's just, we're north of 20,000 even, but I just bought like a pop-up pack, a Stellar Crystal pop-up pack. We have 800 Stellar Crystals too, so we're very much so ready for it. It's insane. It's insane. Basically, Perseus was an absolute unit on the Pioneer server. His main thing is really the temporary stat buff increase, meaning whenever he gains temporary stat buff, which are all the stat buffs that are basically come with a timer, so you get 30% attack for 10 seconds, those are increased by 20%, and then you can upgrade it, and then it goes to 30 and then to 40. So let's go back to this 30% attack buff. 30% attack buff increased by 40%. That means you get a 42% attack buff, and on top of that, when you receive this buff, he also gets a stack of, well, some unnamed buff that gives him 15% increased all damage dealt and 15% reduced damage taken, and that can stack up to 4 times, so he can have 60% more damage dealt and 60% reduced damage taken, making him super tanky, and all of the buffs increased, and then it gets obscene. And then you combine that with Ravian and Xandrock, which I mean, we kind of have to work around Xandrock, which is sad, because I was one of the advocates that said that Xandrock is one of the heroes that actually makes him really good, and that you have big disadvantages if you use him without Xandrock. But the problem is you really can't get Xandrock. Xandrock is Supreme Plus, and if you go for, what was it? No, it was not the S level swap, it was the A level swap, but not for Waves of Intrigue, for Echoes of Descent. Yeah. Well, no, wait, S level. S level! I'm also incorrect there. Yeah, what should I do? I mean, I could go Damon and could put that on Xandrock, but it's really, yeah, not that impressive. And then I really didn't summon for Indris, the Panda, and I mean, Velara we kind of need. We could in theory swap Velara over. That is an option. I would not be opposed to that. Like, just get us a quick upgrade there to Paragon 1, maybe even further. Because the way this works is actually, so right now we have 2 copies of him. If we now swap him over to Paragon 1, we get the Paragon 1 on him, and we keep the 2 copies. So that should be pretty nice. The question is if we can get like the Velara to Paragon 2 that actually has an option. So we would need to get Velara to Paragon 2 essentially, swap that over, keep the copies, then we have Paragon 3 Xandrock fairly fast. So that is the game plan. Well, what beyond that, we need to mainly buy a ton of tickets for the rate up tickets, because we need rate up tickets. We need a ton of them. We need more than I probably even think. So what we have right here, the Perseus limited bundles, we're going to buy all of those, and then we have to go on the hunt for more rate up tickets. And this is all of course only possible because of LD Shop. LD Shop is your #1 site to top up Dragon Crystals and all the packs in AFK Journey. Really, you get them at a significant discount, and if you go through my link, it will become even cheaper, because you get a 15% discount coupon and the 5% discount coupon on top of that. And then they also run a ton of discounts. Beyond that, you will most likely always have like a 5% or 3% discount coupon. If you invite some friends, you get a few discount coupons. So there are a ton of options for you to actually save right here, including this offer they have, where they give you a free monthly game pass for one of the top games on their website, which is Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, Zenless Zone Zero, or Wuthering Waves, and you just get it by spending 80 USD for anything on the site within 1 month. For example, if you just go ahead and buy yourself 3000 Dragon Crystal, that will already set you up to receive one of those monthly passes, so this is absolutely huge. And then of course they do have the best prices for Dragon Crystals and for all of the other packs as well, which is absolutely insane. Personally, would recommend to go for the Classic and the Premium Gazette, and then on top of that, I personally always go for the 3000 Dragon Crystals, and definitely don't forget to use the link down in the description to get some more discount coupons. So let's go, let's start a little bit of whaling. Definitely want the 800% packs here. So always the first one's 800% for the Stellar Crystals, and then 1200% actually for the normal heroes, so we definitely go for those. And then we have 50% packs where we just go for the 1000, because this is a fairly clean pack. And then we also buy this one. And I always use some Temporal Essence. And then we come to the confusing packs. Actually, have to say, never really a huge fan of this. Because it's so tough to see what you end up paying for a rate up ticket. Because like, you get 20 here for 1,250, obviously you get 50 here, so this is better in that sense. But then you get 20 here for 1,250, and you get 20 here, 40 here for 1,250. So obviously, in terms of just like Dragon Crystals per rate up letter that we buy, this is actually the best pack. And the reason for that is because this is the lowest value secondary loot. This is like a ton of A tiers that you get right here. This is of course nothing. And still, I really don't like how confusing they structured that. We are going to buy this one. We are actually also going to buy this one. And then I just hope we get a few rate up letter pop-up packs somewhere along the way. Because we are of course in the background going to continue farming AFK status. We are going to get the pop-up packs. And we are going to summon for Eliseth as well. So this is going to be something with 136k right here. And then we have 184 rate up letters plus the 40, which will definitely not be enough. Let's be real about this. We need a whole lot more. But we are going to make this happen. If we can't go P4 on this one, that's one thing. But I would say, let's start off. Let's do the first 10 bomb. And let's see what we can do right here. So... yeah, would be nice to get a few double summons. On the last one on the Ravion, we sadly went into a little bit of trouble because we really went pity time after pity time after pity time, which is also why we don't really have a whole lot of gems. We in fact didn't even have that many gems until I did the top-up stuff and randomly got a VIP XP level up, which granted me 1,000 Twilight Essence and actually 60k gems. So yeah, that was kind of a ton. First copy, let's check out the animation. There we go, Perseus protecting, hell yes, my duty. Absolutely insane, gorgeous character, have to say it. And an absolute monster in PvP, but we have to upgrade him far enough to actually make that happen. Definitely the goal is P4. So we'll have to see how far we get, and then I think we just decide for the next step. So we just do some quick summons. Let's see if we can get some nice double. Oh, I always think it's a triple. It isn't. It's Walker and Mirror. I don't mind that. Ooh, let's go. There we go. No, we don't want to skip animations yet. Once we've used up those summons, then maybe. I always like to see the beams. I don't know what it is with you guys. I always like to see the beams. That is definitely the best. We have a few heroes coming up. Ooh, let's go. Double 8 here with the Perseus coming up. We got another 105 right there, plus one copy of Perseus. I definitely appreciate that. 3,000 gems on top of that. Quickly bought here. To give us some more copies. There are some heroes that I've been looking forward to in this season. The starters are fairly strong. Eliseth, I'm still struggling what I want to do with her. I kind of really like her. And then at the same time, I don't really feel like summoning her. I feel like she's slightly below the threshold where I would say, oh, I need her for PvP and I really want to upgrade her. And at the same time, she's so close in the same way as Skalita, where I always feel like she's an asset to have. Back to back! This was back to back, right? Wasn't paying attention, I was talking. Oh, a bit luckier. I like it. Very, very nice. So that is definitely good. She's slightly below this threshold, you know? Where you really do have to summon her. We don't really get a way around. And then I think like, summoning Sylar would be cool, but obviously that's no content, so we can't really do that. And then people rumor that Mihira is coming up in this season as well. Let's go, next copy. And Mihira should probably be insane. At least most people think that. So that's another question. Let's go. Okay. We're reaching the obscene levels in terms of summoning here. Reaching the levels where I get hate in the comments, which is fine. It's the best hate. When you get hate because you summon too good. That's the best, honestly. I have to say it. I don't hate on that. But yeah, it's pity time. I look at that. So we reverted mean comments, I think. So that's pretty nice. Are we doing pretty well? We're doing pretty well in terms of summons. I like it. Yeah, but so I don't really know what to do with these stellar crystals. But I'm not on that level of whale that I can just summon every single celestial or hypergen to P2, P3, P4. It's just not possible. You need to spend so much money for that, and I'm not at that level. And do I regret it? Yeah. I sometimes would like to have Cider, but she's like Supreme Plus. But I can't really use her in PvP, it just doesn't really work out. She's cool though, I like her. Or as like Scalita with the Supreme Plus ability, who is such a nice hero, especially because I like shield heroes, even though arguably with true damage they are a little bit weak. I also can't do that, because I didn't summon her to P4 when she was new. And with this game, the way this works is kind of, if you don't really summon the hero to P4 when he's new, then every time you summon for him later, you kind of take away from newer heroes that might usually take more priority. So, like, when Belrin is released, you can't really go back and summon for Diana. Like, even though Diana is cool. And also, Diana receives a Supreme Plus upgrade in this season. Was that back-to-back again? Bloody hell! That's insane. How many copies do we have? We didn't spend any gems yet. So there is Issy. We got 11. We got like 305 with the pack that we bought. 305 was it? Something that direction. Rate up tickets. And then we still have 132k gems. So we can get him to a decent level. I mean, for Arena on my server, I don't necessarily need him at P4. I do play a lot of heroes below P4. So it's not that bad if I do that. Nonetheless, I think it's cool to have him at P4 because it looks so stupid when he absolutely runs through the enemy heroes. And it really doesn't stop. 4 out of 6 already, before we even get into the gems. That is fairly crazy. That is really fairly crazy, I have to say it. We do have the option to upgrade him to plus 25. That is pretty cool. I went and upgraded Atalanta last season to plus 25. We can reset her to upgrade him actually even further. Let's get him to plus 15. I really think plus 15 is fairly cool for the 40% buff increase. And we also can just upgrade him directly with 1,900. Let's go ahead, come on. 1,952. I forgot that I got a cheeky 1,000 Twilight Essence today. Oh wait, we have this one too. I mean, okay. If we have the Abyssal Essence from the end of the season, sure. Let's go ahead. Don't mind me. I love the boar, by the way, on the shield. That's really cool. Yeah, we take the 15% life drain. We take a very, very nice increase in fist def and magic def here. And yeah, this is already kind of a madness, so definitely an absolute meaning. I wouldn't do that, by the way, if I hadn't tested him extensively on Pioneer, and as far as I'm aware, there were no changes to the Pioneer version in comparison to the one that we've received right here, so I don't really mind. Do we just like have some more tickets? I hate this shop. I'll be honest. I'm sorry to like AFK Journey, but I really hate this shop. It's just so not clear what you buy because it's all like mixed up, and then they put stuff where you have no association for the value, like Omni icons with it, and that is like really horrible. And then they have like limited bundle, and they have the non-limited bundle and the super limited bundle, and then stuff like this where you just like get ripped off essentially. So yeah, we will take a look. Let's see how far our gems carry us for the moment. There is a collab in this season as well, so after I got this guy, I definitely have to restock my gems a little bit, get that back up, because maybe we wanna have a collab hero at P4. I did that last time. Yeah, and we still have Natsu at P4. I think I've not used him actually even in PvP afterwards. So it was kind of for the thumbnail, I guess. And I mean, you really can't swap him, so tough luck for me, I guess. Which is kind of sad, I guess. So 2 more, so this one and 1 more, and we are Paragon 1. And then we need 6 more for Paragon 2. And yeah, then it becomes crazy with like 9 copies for Paragon 3. And I think Paragon 4 would be great. I often find myself like stopping at Paragon 3. Because for Paragon 3 you're fairly set. If some other heroes in your team are P4 and you have the good hero then at P3, you can probably punch up to P4, so that's possible. Yeah, so I kind of stopped them because getting an extra 9 copies is kind of crazy. And we could save up epic summons. That is an option. That is an option. Because if we save up epic summons and we got the ones from the end of the season, so like 90, maybe buy some packs on top of that, and then put Ravion and Perseus both with Zandrock in the list for the epic summons, we can get a very decent amount. Ooh, let's go! Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I like to see that. I like to see that. Not you. Bloody hell. I said today because the story of the new season plays in the past. If somebody were to step on a red chip, he might never be born. And apparently some people like that. You can say mean stuff about Chippy without getting any hate. But on the opposite side, Hemi was kind of cute. Beginning of the season when you get pulled into the portal, and I don't want to throw around spoilers here, it's like the first 5 seconds, come on guys. And Hemi does this little jump to try and save you. I thought that was kind of cute. You play the season and you come to that part, which is like 5 minutes in. It's like really, really, really soon. And you will see it too. I think that was really cute. I think that was good. So, definitely something forward to. Most people seem to enjoy this season so far. My server has gotten a new ally server, which is really, really good because it's a pretty big server, I think. Like, not a bad server. With some whales on it, so it will be interesting. And I've some more people to fight in Supreme Arena like that, which is pretty nice. So that will be good. Shout out to Hearty. We'll meet in Supreme Arena. I'm summoning a Perseus for you. It will be fun. We'll see. I will steal his place 1. He will probably go to place 1 because he's a big whale. And then I will come and steal it. That is my goal for this season. That is so fun. Okay, we got another one. Let's go. There are always some more there. Viperian's still waiting for his Supreme Plus Plus, honestly. Kind of thought that they would go ahead and do the older heroes first, but they went and did some new ones this season. They by the way, why I'm talking about this. They accidentally leaked their own list of the Supreme Plus Plus heroes. There was like some graphic where they went ahead and showed the first 2 heroes that get Supreme Plus Plus, and it was supposed to be like question marks for the rest of them, and they accidentally leaked the whole graphic. The whole graphic with like all the pictures, so we know all the heroes that are going to get Supreme Plus Plus abilities from this season already, just because they leaked it themselves. And I take no pity on that. If you leak it yourself, I will talk about it. That is your error. I won't like put a blanket over it and try to keep it secret. You just leaked that yourself. Come on. Be a little bit careful with it. So yeah, Dynan is going to get one, and I think Callan too, which surprised me because he's relatively new. Echoes of Descent release, which I thought was kind of weird that they go ahead and takes a relatively new hero at that point and already give him a Supreme Plus Plus ability, even though we kind of have some older heroes, including Kafra, my favorite, that haven't seen such an upgrade yet. So had me a little bit confused. We'll have to see about that. 13 out of 6. Pretty good. We got the Paragon 2. Paragon 2 is nice. I have a little bit of a problem right now, because I'm 100% sure that our gems will not suffice to reach Paragon 3. Nonetheless, that should be the goal. I think Paragon 3 is a good goal. I think that is a point where I can see this hero, even though Crown has an impact. Let's be real. Crown, Perseus, put that in PvP, that has an impact. That is a hero that we can work with. We can swap the Ludovic, by the way. And maybe put our wonderful Perseus up there so that we can find him more easily. If I can find him at all. There we go. Yeah, that looks good. But I reckon we just summon till we are out of gems. I don't really mind. Let's just summon till we are out of gems. And then we can see how many copies we have. Maybe we buy a pack. And maybe we wait for pop-ups. Just because we are going to generate, usually in the first part of the season, you generate a lot of pop-ups. The smart way might actually not be to go with those limited bundles where they sell you, I don't know, 3,000 gems and tell you the pack is now twice the price or something. Or put 980 soul stones in there to give you the perception of this being a good pack. I think the pop-up packs are in general the better value if you go for the specific resource. And this is the same for rate-up tickets as well. I think there are also like there are quite a few in there. So I think just waiting for those to pop up in the end and trying to get to the thresholds to activate them, I think will be the smarter play here. We're probably not going to go for P3. We're not going to achieve that within this video just because we're going to run out of resources, of course, if we limit ourselves in terms of spending in the shop. Yeah, that's not bad. I don't have a problem with that. We're going to get a significant boost of gems too once I do LSF summons, because we're going to do LSF S+ anyway. I have the minimum, my minimum is S+. I want to have the new heroes at S+, just so I have them in case they are meta on a primordial or something like that. Just so I have them for that. And in this case of something like Eliseth, which is mostly a support hero, you can still use Eliseth in PvP. You take a heavy hit, back to back, let's go. I like to see that. We need to more back to back. We need like the frequency here. We need the frequency so that we can still get to Paragon 3, please. I don't know if that's going to work out, because we are like 3 10 bombs away from the end here, which is going to be one more copy, I think. It's like one more copy. Let's see. Oh, that's a double. But sadly, no double S tier. Last summon. Until we are poor. And there we go. Last summon. One more copy. Let's skip it. Perseus, here we go. And let's see how far we got. I don't think we got it. Yeah, that's why Perry in P3. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, at least, I mean, once he gets his Supreme Plus possibility, we are ready, and we have this glorious skin right here, which is absolutely cool. Yeah, insane skin. Love it. Absolutely love it. Glimmer Bane here. And we got Citrana. I'm not the biggest Citrana user in PvP. I know many people like her because she has like immunity. Cool hero. I don't really use her. So what do we have? 6 out of 9. I feel like I end on 6 out of 9 quite a lot for those heroes. So I think that's a good place to stop for the moment. It's a place that I hate to stop at for the moment. Let's be real about it. Well, let's check the trolley. Let's check the trolley. Can we do something here? We can do 60 here. That's such a bad pack though. It's 60 at least. It's 60 at least. What was the other one? 2,500 for 50. This one is 60 at least. Let's buy that. Come on. We're going to do a video here. We at least get to get some more S tiers. Look at that. Get 3 S tiers. On the one hand, that's at least the hero I don't have at P4. The Iron is. So actually, we can do this one too while we're at it. The iron actually gets quick recycled. I don't know if you've ever seen this, but this gets converted to spirit shards. If you have heroes that are already P4, and then those can be used in the spirit store if you have like your first P4 heroes, and then you can buy yourself some stellar crystals or something. So that's pretty cool. Let's do some more summons. Let's get this P3. I'll probably put that on the thumbnail, that we get P3. I think that's fair. Even though I was aiming at P4. I'm going to go over the statistics in a second too. 3 copies from this? Does this even work? Oh, bloody hell. This is going to be the full pity timer again, and then we are 1 copy off. No. Please, no. Please don't do this to me. Okay, we got 1. I want to see my tickets. We only have 3 10 bombs left. We only have 3 10 bombs left, guys. The pain. Oh, come on. Can this be a double? At least give me the copy now. Oh, bloody hell. We're not even going to get it, right? We're going to do another 10 bomb right now and we're not even going to get it. Yeah, it's true. Crazy. But that's the thing. You end up sitting there and you pay like 100 USD and you get like 1 copy. We have 20, we need 20 bloody diamonds. Look at that. I can do 1. Maybe it's this one. Oh. No. Oh my god, guys. We need some support here. I think you guys, I definitely once again shout out to LD Shop. We need some more summons, please. So if you shop there, that will definitely help. Wait, can't we get some form? Where do we get that? Level reward. Level reward. Oh, we get 50k. I don't want 50k. Ah! We can level up heroes. That might give us gems. Is this a challenge? Do we complete the challenge or something? Can we complete the challenge? Do rosy... Oh no, we can't do rosy crystals. We can't do rosy crystals. Not a chance we can do rosy crystals. I was thinking like maybe we can do rosy crystals, but if we do rosy crystals right now, we got the old set and there's going to be a new one, so... Oh wait, Dream Realm. Easy. Easy, 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 easy gems. Dream Realm. Because I tried that once on like the early level, that should easily clear it now. Let's go! Give me my gems. Those are not gems. Those are not gems. Oh no! Are there any gems in here? No, it's bloody essence. But wait, I think it was like a challenge. Let's do one skip battle here, very fast. I don't think the team is perfect, but we got Thorin, so it's not too bad. Yeah, we definitely have to improve that team. No! Epic summons. Not bad. Not what we need. But I think it was a challenge. I think it was a challenge. I think it will give us... Yeah, it will give us 20 diamonds! Let's go! Nobody at Farlight or at AFK Journey has ever expected that there will be somebody celebrating the 20 gem drop that they put in there in a YouTube video. Nobody. I can confirm that to you guys. I can confirm that. Let's go. And you know what the sad thing is? The sad thing is we are one copy off. We are still one copy off. It didn't actually do anything. Yeah. Yeah. So, I think it will be a cut and then the solution. And then we will have one more copy. Okay. We got 3000 gems. And we got 10 more to go. So it's again, once again, on the pity timer. Yeah. What did I do to get it? I bought the Classic Gazette 4 times, actually. And there's a great offer for that on LD Shop, actually. $4.19 or something for the Classic Gazette, so that's pretty good price. If you want to get it cheap, every single time you buy that, you get 3000 diamonds directly, which is of course enough for a 10 bomb, which isn't great, but at times is the best way to actually get diamonds. And beyond that, you can stack up to 300 days in that. Shout out to Puzzle, by the way. I didn't know anymore for 300 or 360 day, quickly told me, because he remembered actually. And this is a very quick way to actually get gems if you want to have some extra. And yeah, you want to get your Perseus copy maybe in. And on LD Shop, as I said, there is a special offer, limited offer. That's the Classic Gazette button, and then there is the limited offer. And you have to check the limited offer first, because that is the better price. So definitely nice. Let's go. 18 here on the rivalry stats. Absolutely insane. And of course, for the people that were right here, we kind of want to go and do at least one PvP fight. I don't know against who. Do we want to try to fight Brownie? Let's try to fight Brownie. I don't know if we can make it work because he's only P3. But let's see if we can try to fight Brownie. Mr. Brownie himself. Traxi, we fought with it on Pioneer. There we have Turtle Legs. Shout out to Turtle Legs. Where's Brownie? I have to scroll too far down. I hope he doesn't have a mean team. Otherwise we're going to get clapped by Brownie here. That is just going to happen. Dino. Okay. We can't counter Dino. We're just going to be mean and use Dundinger. I can make that work. And then we're going to say, oh, this was really impressive what he did, because we defeated him. Then we're going to use Lily May. Support-wise, Ravion. Safe 100% Ravion, because we want to get that big buff on him. We're not going to go with seasonal artifacts, we're just going to go with a lightning spell. I want to have actually... wait, we can't do that. We can go like this. So then he can run straight forward. What else do we want to go? So we have that buff already. We have that buff already. Usually 100% I would go with Sandrock. But the thing is, we already at the Paragon disadvantage. It kind of sucks to do that. It kind of sucks to do that. Also, he doesn't really have any heroes that really move forward. So it's not too bad. It's not too bad. We can kind of just run into him. The question is, who do we go with? for the last hero. And what we of course want to achieve is we want to get some extra support. We want to have a temporal buff on our guy Perseus from that hero so that we can activate his Mythic Plus. And options for that, I think it was Damien that actually works for that too. Ally bonded to him. The shield buff is a temporary buff. And then we have the shield buff. Yeah, okay. The shield is as a temporary buff, but he doesn't have a shield, I think, at the start. I mean, it should still work decent enough with the playtime plunder. Other than that, I mean, we could go for more of a Wilder aura. And if we go with Wilder, an option for that would be Leica. I think we just go Leica. That is a decent option. Because Leica will instantly give us energy, which is really nice. We'll also have the attack speed buff, so that is a classic temporary buff, the 120 energy. And I upgraded her initial energy, and we have her at P3. So that is fairly decent. Yeah, I think we can go with that. Even though we're going to get hit absolutely hard by his... Oh, okay. Well, that works. Lily May, I think, outdamaged. Did she? Oof. Let's watch this one more time and make it a little bit slower. So he goes over here and you can just see, that is the insane part. We have all those buffs on him and you can see he's one-shotting heroes. He's just taking out Cullen like bam, 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 gone. No problem. One more time. One more time. Come on. I want to see. No, not the details. The replay. Check out this Leica. Bam. Absolutely demolished. Absolutely demolished. And the good thing is, everything without an ult. We can do this during Dundinger. We don't really need his ult. We can use his ult, but we don't need to. So we can have Dundinger active, which takes out Diana essentially, and we can just really move into that. He of course has that. I'll be honest, I got the idea with Leica back then from Brownie. Brownie actually said, hey, she actually regenerates energy. I was like, what? Leica regenerates energy? And I was checking it out, and yeah, of course, she has this ability, gives you 120 energy, which is pretty cool. And the attack speed stuff, we are well known for Dino. It's just like standard. So this is fairly nice. Yeah, I love it. We're going to make a video clapping some people in PvP on my server in the arena with it. So, will be huge. Definitely check it out. If you haven't already, definitely subscribe to the channel. Check out the link to LD shop in the description to get some mad discounts. And other than that, I wish you a great day. We'll see us in the next one.